You're welcome to this introduction to Salesforce. Once you have logged in properly, this is the first thing you see. We are going to familiarize ourselves with Salesforce by taking one by one the icons on the sidebar menu to your left. The first icon is the Home button. The Home gives you a view of, it gives you snippets of everything you have, everything you've been up to, and everything you have to do. Let's go back to the top and start from there. Welcome, your name would appear here. Now here is my leads. If you have any leads you're working on, they will appear here. Clicking on my leads will give you other options, other search results, all new leads, all open leads, my unread leads, and today's leads. And to create a new lead, you simply move your cursor all the way to the right and click on new. It opens up this box and you fill in these details. And once you click on save, your new lead is saved. We will talk about what a lead is in a while. Next, we have my opportunities. Clicking on my opportunities will give you options to all opportunities, all one, closing next month, closing this month, my opportunities, and my one. And then again, to create a new opportunity, you click on the word new all the way to the right. It opens its own box. You fill in the details, you click on save, and you would have added another opportunity. Something else you will still find on the home page. Remember, I said it gives you snippets of everything that you have done or that you have to do. We have all contacts. All contacts mean all the contacts you have on this system. I have saved just 2 contacts. That's why they are listed here, 1 and 2. But clicking on the all contacts will give us some other options. We have all contacts, my contacts, new this week. So if any of these new contacts was saved this week, they would come up once I clicked on new this week. How do you create a new contact? You come over here all the way to the right again and you click on new. You fill all of this. If you want to save and then add another new one, you click on save and new. But if you just want to save, you click on save. Scrolling down brings us to recent records. Here we have open cases for accounts I own. Recent records mean pages you've been on recently or pages you've opened recently. So I recently added this company. I recently added this company also. I recently added this contact and this one also. That's why they are all showing up individually under recent records. Next, we have all new cases by priority. Clicking on it will give you other options. All open cases by priority, average handling time, my average handling time, my cases, my open cases, and then to create a new one, you click on new all the way to your right, fill all of this, click on save, and there you'll have it. So like I said before, when you are on the home page, you get to see bits and pieces of everything you can do and have been doing on here. The next icon is contacts. Yes, now we have the 2 contacts that I added recently. And on the contacts page, you can do more than you could from the home page, like here on the contacts page. Now, if you want to add a list of contacts to your Salesforce app, instead of typing in one by one and typing and adding them one after the other, you could import them as a list. To do that, you click on import, start with contacts. Here it says import, update, or export. Clicking on this, it's going to guide you steps on how to get it done. As you're doing it, this circle moves. It's going to move from here to here. When you've done that step, it will move to here. When you've done that step, selected email and calendar service moves on here, which is to select what to sync and capture. And then it moves on here, success. Once it gets down here, you can now click on next, and then your importation will start. The next button is new. New is when you want to save, when you want to add a solitary name or just 1 or 2, not a list, just 1 or 2 names. You click on new, it brings out this You remember seeing this before, right? You fill it, click on save, and you will have added a new name to this list. To send an email, you click on email, and then you get to select a layout. Are you planning to send a sales email, an announcement email, a newsletter email, a rich text? Do you want to work with a plain text? Let's go with a newsletter. Click on select and continue. Here is the subject which says sales. An image goes in here, a sort of heading goes in here. Here it's for text. Remember that this is a newsletter, so there's room for texts and images. Once that is done, we can do some more editing here. But to insert elements, you could insert a paragraph, insert a button, insert a heading, insert a section, insert an image, insert a divider, insert a list. Once you're done, okay, you have theme colors here too, which will give it the overall a general look you prefer. Once that is done, you click on save and continue, and here you get to fill in your recipients. Their names go here, and then the title is already here. And if you want to like do a little more editing, the fonts, the size, you want to make something bold, italics, underline, add another image, you do that right here. Then you preview and send. That is done here. Now, how about if you want to send an email to a single contact? You tick the box by the person's name, and then you click send an email, and the process begins. And by the time you're done, the person's email will automatically appear on the email you are about to send. What else do we have here on the contacts page? We have the contact's name, we have the contact's account name, and then it can be edited. As you can see, here goes the contact's phone number, the contact's email, and the contact owner. The contact owner is the agent who has been responsible for the contact right here. The next icon is accounts. While contacts are the names of individuals, accounts are the names of companies. Since we registered 2 contacts already, they're both head companies, so their companies automatically are registered here. So we have 1 and 2. In the same way as with the contacts, you can create a new account by simply clicking on new to create a single account. And then if you have a list of accounts, you use the import, and then here we have the phone number for the account. The phone number goes here. The account owner alias, again, is the agent responsible for the account. The next one is sales. Sales in the context of Salesforce refers to the Sales Cloud. This is the core platform designed to help companies manage their entire sales cycle, from finding a potential customer to closing a deal. Here we have leads. I haven't forgotten we're going to talk about leads. Lead stage is when the person is asking about, inquiring about what you do. Maybe he filled a form or he handed you a card. That's the lead stage. He becomes a contact when he decides that, okay, I like what you people do, I like what you sell, I am interested. Then he becomes a contact, and then his company becomes an account. When discussions start happening, when is the job going to happen? When am I getting the product or service? What is involved? When negotiations start, that brings us to opportunities. That is the pipeline. So as you can see, in sales, you can actually track the whole process from leads to the end of the pipeline right here on one single page. Now, highlight is leads. On this page, to create a new lead, we simply click on new here. We fill the form, click on save, and it's done. To import a list of leads, we simply click on import. We go through the process and it will be done. The same thing appears to sending an email, changing an owner, and assigning a label. Whatever we do here will reflect on leads. Now, if we were to click on contacts on this sales page, it's brought out here. We can work on our contacts on this page. If we click on import right here, we're going to be importing a list of contacts, not a list of leads. If we click on new, we are preparing to save or add another contact, not another lead. So let's click on accounts. The same thing is applicable. Let's click on opportunities. The same thing is applicable. Let's click on products. The same thing is also applicable. We mentioned leads in passing and we talked about the homepage. Now let's actually talk about leads. A lead is someone or business who may be interested in your product or service. It could be a person who filled out a form on your website, or someone who made contact at a trade show, or even a name on a marketing list. Whoever makes an inquiry and doesn't go further than that is a lead. When they decide to take it a step further into actively engaging you about a product or service, then you move them from being a lead to a contact, and then their company becomes an account. What is an opportunity in Salesforce? An opportunity represents a qualified potential deal with an existing or prospective customer. At this stage, it's no longer just an inquiry, it's a specific sale you're actively trying to win. Let me break it down further. Think of it this way. A lead is like a business card you got at an event, the name of someone who could be interested in what you have to offer. There is no certainty. On the other hand, an opportunity is when you've had a conversation, you've understood their need, and you've confirmed that they have a budget and a timeline. An opportunity is where all the details of the potential sale live from start to finish. What are the key information you have on an opportunity record? To explain that properly, let's try to create an opportunity. An opportunity, in other words, could either be called a deal, an event, or a job. So to do that, we click on New over here, and here we have the information required on an opportunity. We have the opportunity name, the account name, the close date, the amount, the description, opportunity owner, the stage, the probability, forecast category, and the next step. So let's fill this in. Opportunity name could be the name of the project, or the name of the deal, or the name of the job. Let's name it. Next, we're filling the account name, which is the company name. Okay, it has brought up options, so just click on the one we want, and that it's there. Next is the close date. I've set the close date, and then the amount. How much is this deal gonna cost? How much is this opportunity gonna cost? The opportunity owner is the agent in charge, so the name is automatically there. Next is the stage. The stage tells you exactly where the deal is in your sales process. Is it prospecting? Is it qualification? Is it proposal? Is it negotiation? Is it closed? Or is it won or lost? For now, let's go with negotiate, and it's given us a probability of 75%. So these are the key information an opportunity record requires. Having filled all of this, let's click save, and we have just created an opportunity or a deal. The next button is service. Service in sales refers to the service cloud. This is designed specifically for customer support and post-sales success. That's why we have something like cases here. A case is a concern, a problem that's been reported. To add a new case, you click on new. To change the case owner, you click on change owner, and you begin. To merge cases, you click on merge cases, and then you start the process. Again, cases are brought in by contacts. So we also have contacts here. Click on contacts as related to cases, and we can edit stuff here, same as accounts, and if you choose to, analytics and knowledge. In Salesforce, a case is essentially a support ticket. It is a record that tracks customers' complaints, customers' requests, or customer feedback. It also serves as a centralized place for all communication and history regarding a specific issue. The concerns that people often bring up could be a technical glitch, a billing question, a product return, or a simple how-to inquiry. What are the key features of a case? Let's begin with a case number. Every case has a number, and every case has a contact name. We know what a contact name is. Every case also has a subject, which is the title of the complaint. Every case also has a status. This is its current state. Is it a new case? Is it a working case? Is it an escalated case? Or is it a closed case? Cases also have priority. This tells the team how urgent the problem is. Is it low priority, medium priority, high priority, or critical priority? Then there is a date and the time, and then the case owner. How do you create a new case? Or how do you open a case? Simply you click on new up here, you fill in these details, which is the status. Again, it appears here, status, the new, working, waiting on customer, escalated or closed. You fill in the case origin. Is it via email? Was it put through via a call? Was it on the web? Contact information goes in here. Description information, the subject, the description. And once you're done, you click on save and you have successfully opened a new case. How do cases get into Salesforce? We have email, which is when a customer emails support@company.com, Salesforce automatically creates a case record. We also have web, which is when a customer fills out a contact us form on a website. It pops up in Salesforce instantly. And finally, we have manual entry, which is when an agent creates a case while talking to a customer on phone, which was what we just did when we created a new case. The next button is marketing. Marketing are the tools you use to boost sales and engagement. You could send a single email, you can send a ton of emails. That happens here. Let's click on send email and see what happens. Again, it brings us here to select an email layout. Are we interested in sending a sales email, an announcement email, a newsletter email? Are we interested in a rich text, or are we interested in a plain text so that we can begin to type or to create the email right from scratch? And the last button is your account. This works only after you have subscribed. Let's add a contact to Salesforce. First thing we need to do is click on new. The next thing is to fill in the required information into all of these spaces. Shall we begin? Do we want a salutation? Let's see. Let's go with Miss. First name. Let's add a first name. Let's also add a last name. Account name is referring to the company. Type. Analyst, competitor, customer, integration, investor, partner. It's a customer. Description. Account owner, again, is the agent responsible for the account. So since I am adding the account right now, I am the account owner. So my name goes in there. And next, click on save. An account has been created. It's been added to the contact form. So now, if we click on save again, this time it's going to save the contact. Now it's been saved. To be sure, just click on accounts, going back to click on contacts again, and it just listed the newly created account as well as the other two. So we have just created, it's just listed the newly created contact alongside the other two. Now let's click on accounts, and you can see that the company we created has been added here to accounts as a third company. So in one fell swoop, we have created a contact and an account. We didn't fill in a phone number and an email because right now I don't need it. That's how you create a contact and an account on Salesforce.